Hey everyone, it's Carl here. Thought I'd make a video on how to make kimchi. Haven't really done this before, but as you know, it's pretty crazy times out there. And a lot of people are isolated and find it hard. And I thought what better time just to share a way to help yourself keep healthy and your family. I have struggled with a couple of health issues in the past. I caught an infection in Thailand that messed me up for quite some time. I was on antibiotics for like 10 months. Nothing was working. It was literally going to kill me. It was staphylococcus. And literally I had to do some hardcore deep dive and try to figure out what was going on with my body. How can I fix this? In all honesty, I went raw vegan for 3 months, which was, it was really tough. Salads, nuts, bloody all day, every day. It was really hard, but honestly, it was the one thing that saved me. But since then, through taking so much antibiotics for such a long time, it really messed up my gut flora and my mitochondria, all the bacteria in my body, because basically the antibiotics just killed everything, and the bad bacteria overgrew, all the yeast and stuff grew more than the good stuff. So ever since then, I've just been deep diving in regards to trying to stay healthy. Look, I'm not healthy all the time. A lot of the time, I have weaknesses eating, but I do try to maintain somewhat of a level of health. Probiotics, as you know, it's got the good bacteria inside of it. Sort of keeps you well balanced in your gut, and as all the stuff's coming out these days, your gut is your second brain. So if your gut's unhealthy, your mind becomes unhealthy. Depression, anxiety, all that sort of stuff is now linked to your gut. I know that because I've also gone through that stuff as well. The swings and roundabouts and whatnot when I'm super out of balance, eating not good, all that sort of stuff. So I just wanted to share my new love for kimchi because it's just so good. It's been around for day dot really. It's basically cabbage that's fermented. You store it in a jar, you ferment it for 5 days and sit it in your fridge, and basically it has so many health benefits. It puts the good bacteria back into your stomach. It's proven to slow down the aging process. That's why I look so young for my age. No jokes. Lots and lots of inflammation in the body if you've got sore joints or whatever's going on, eczema, psoriasis, all those sort of things. Mate, it's got so many different things that it can help you with. It's like a superfood. It's incredible. But yeah, I've been dabbling with it for the last 6 months. It's quite cheap to make, or reasonably cheap anyway. I know a lot of the probiotics out there, Inner Plus, all that sort of stuff, can be quite expensive, especially if you're trying to punch it out and have billions and billions and billions of the lacto and all the rest of that stuff. But yeah, a good way to do it. I'm going to run you guys through it. This is my first video on how to try to make food in the wonderful kitchen. The main ingredient is the napa cabbage. What did I pay? This is about $6.80 a kilo at the Queen Vic markets here in Melbourne. That's where I like to do my produce shopping. One of these will do you a reasonably good sized jar that, depending on how much you eat it, will last you for quite some time. I like to make a batch every 2 weeks because I punch it out pretty hard. Man, I eat kimchi with absolutely everything. We just had nice little bricky there, smashed abo, sourdough, a bit of red cabbage actually, and then I put some kimchi on top, and it just has that real nice sour sort of taste. A lot of you that haven't had it might go, ugh, kimchi, but it's actually super nice. So watch me make this video. It's going to be a bit of a process trying to sort this out and figure out the best way to deliver it to you. But buy a napa cabbage. I know in New Zealand it's probably not PC. I know they call it the Chinese cabbage. Probably can't say that these days. But there you go. But yeah, start with this, and then the main thing that you got to do is just make sure all your bench is nice and clean, nice and tidy. You don't want any bacteria, so give it a really good solid wipe to sanitize at the start. Make sure your bowls are nice and clean. And the first job is just literally to Basically cut up your cabbage and wash it and then soak it in a sort of a salt brine. So I'm not going to show you me cutting up this completely, but all I do is I just cut up the bottom and chuck it in the sink. I have 2 bowls. I don't like to waste too much. A lot of people like to cut out this V bit here, but personally me, I like to use all of it. I think it tastes all good. So I like to actually wash every single leaf just by itself. Try to get all the dirt, mate. If there's any bugs or that sort of stuff, you want to get rid of it. So just taking off each leaf at a time, giving it a rub down and all that jazz. But I'm going to do this for the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll jump back on with the next process. But yeah, once again, I hope everyone's going alright out there. Not a tough time. We're all in lockdown, well, most of us anyway. We're halfway there in Australia, lagging behind. But yeah, if anyone ever wants to reach out or needs someone to yarn to, I don't care who you are or whatever, I'm always here for a yarn or someone to listen to. But in the meantime, I'll catch you in a tick. Take it easy. Yes, back again. Here we go. Got my whole big bowl of lettuce, or let's just say the napa cabbage. Is all cut up there. There goes a bit there, trying to keep it all clean. But once it's all cut up, or cleaned up, I should say, you should cut it up. I like to sort of do like 1 inch by sort of 2 inch slices. Then stick it into your second clean bowl there. I don't know if you can see there. But it's just enough to, good size to go into your mouth. You don't want it too big and chewing on it, but just cut up some more of these for you. It's the fun process of making the kimchi. But I find since I've been doing it, the more time and the more love that I put into actually making it, the better it tastes, I reckon. When I bang it out and just rush it out, it's never as good as when I actually just take the time and all that sort of jazz. As I was saying before though, it's such a good thing for building your immune system as well. With things like the COVID virus going around, it's good to have a strong immune system, as we've all heard. So, well, good time to get onto the kimchi, guys. I don't know if they'd sell it at your standard supermarkets. I personally don't shop at the normal supermarket. Only when necessary to pick up some like canned goods or whatever. It's always at the farmers markets, but yeah, I'm sure at the Asian supermarkets you'd be able to pick up the stuff, and don't be afraid. You're probably going to pay anywhere sort of between I'd say $6 to bloody, man, I think last week it came in pretty hot, the price was. I think I paid about bloody $13 for a cabbage, but the amount of goodness and benefits you get from it for your health is just so good. But anyway, I'll cut the rest of this up. I'm sure you don't want to stick around and hear me flap my gums. I'll be back in a tick. Chat. Well, hey, back again. Chopped up the cabbage all into the little slices there. 1 inch by 2 inches, as I was saying before. But once you got that process going, what you need to do, depending on how much cabbage you got, you normally use between 2 to 5% salt in regards to the weight ratio, salt to cabbage. This cabbage here is probably about 1.5, so I'm probably going to make it, I sort of do it by eye now. You can make it with more salt or less salt for taste. So I'm just going to use probably about half a cup. And basically what the salt does is it takes the moisture out of the lettuce, sucks it out, softens it up. It sort of makes the cabbage sort of wilt a little bit and go really soft, and that just helps to preserve the cabbage, because your kimchi can sit in your fridge for months, even though the fermentation process is about 5 days when you leave it out of the fridge. But also what it does, the salt just allows the kimchi to suck in those flavours as well, from your ginger, your fish sauce. You don't have to put fish sauce in it, by the way, but I reckon it tastes pretty nice. And also your Korean chili spice as well. Don't know how to pronounce that name, but I'll try to figure it out. But yeah, so basically all I do is, let me get this in. I just basically tip it over, I sort of spread it over the lettuce. The cabbage looks like lettuce, but apparently it's a cabbage. And you sort of just massage it in, nice and soft. Try to get it evenly around your bowl. You basically want to keep massaging your lettuce until it wilts up, basically. I'll just put a little bit more on there. I think they say use kosher salt. Whoops. But I actually feel using the Himalayan salt, I find it's got a few more benefits to your health as well. And it's pink, my favourite colour. Nah, jokes. But yeah, you just keep massaging it in until you feel it go nice and soft. It does go soft after a while, but you just got to keep massaging it. Yeah, get your hands dirty. It's like being back at kindergarten, isn't it, with the Play-Doh? Apart from it's napa cabbage. So it's only starting to go a little bit soft now. We'll show you what it sort of looks like in a second. You just keep massaging it in there. Starting to go. Also, so I reckon the salt probably, if there's any sort of bugs still in there maybe, it might help to kill them. Don't quote me on that, I'm not a scientist. Here we go, so I'll show you what they both look like when you've sort of done it. So, as you can see, this one's sort of starting to wilter up. It's going nice and soft. That's the fresh cabbage. So yeah, just continue that process, massage it, make sure it's soft, and we'll catch you soon. Alrighty, now that I've wilted them all up, give them a good mix, all the salts just mixed evenly through them. It's nice and soft. What you do is get some filtered water. Don't use your tap water with the chlorine. We use, no advertising here, but Filter Pure. It's a New Zealand brand. It's really good. They alkaline your water, takes all the crap out, any metals and all that sort of jazz. And I think you can find them for about $150, something like that. But well worth it when they are not doing this. But yeah, all you do, so you just basically tip the water and you want to submerge all the lettuce, cabbage. Just chuck that in there. Hopefully I've got enough of both of them. Just get that there. That looks pretty good to me. Sweet. And then basically, so you want all that lettuce underneath the water. So lucky for me, these bowls are actually epic. They suit my plates just fine. So I'll just get some plates, stick it in the bowl. Gochugaru. Might put a little bit more water in there. And then once you've got it to that stage, you just basically let it sit for 2 hours, and that just sort of soaks into the lettuce, gets all nice and easy, and then you'll be on to the next step. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Cheers. Kia ora, it's me again. Anyway, that 2 hours, don't mind me, I'm probably a little bit sweaty. I've been mixing some boots in the room, getting a bit excited. So after the 2 hours, get your plate out of your bowl, or however you're choosing to hold down your napa cabbage. Been alright that time. As you can see, it's nice and soggy now. It's just been floating away in there. Get yourself a colander or something of the sort. Just tip it all in there, nice and easy. Get this other one. And then what you're going to do, oh yeah, smell that. Salty cabbage. No, it's not that good on mine. Chuck it all in the colander, and then what you do, use your filtered water. Don't use your tap water with all the chlorine and fluoride and lead and copper and all the crap in there. Filter Pure. Here you go, and just run it through. Try to soak off as much of that salt as you can. The salt's just sucked out a lot of the moisture out of the cabbage, believe it or not. So yeah, so pretty much just do that and then let that drain for about 20 minutes, and then you'll be on to the final process, which is sort of making the chili sauce with the fish sauce and spring onions, whatever you want. I'll go get some from the garden. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, I'll be back in about 20 minutes, which is instant for you because I'm going to cut this up. But yeah, talk soon. Yes, kimchi with Carl, welcome once again. So now's the final process of doing the kimchi. As I said, it's not too hard to actually make it, a little bit of waiting around, but look, we're in the COVID era, so a lot of us have a lot of time. But yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I use this, I think it's called gochugaru. It's a Korean spice. It's basically a chili pepper, but it's not too hot, so you can use a lot of it. That's where you get the big red colour. When I first started making it, it was quite hard to find this stuff. There you go. I'm your hasio. But yeah, I'm sure you find it at your local Asian supermarket store. Ask them for the chili for kimchi. You can use a lot of it without just burning your mouth out. Then I have my diced up. Got the old diced up ginger, if you see right there. These are just fresh chives and fresh spring onions out of my garden. Chopped up chili and a bit of fish sauce. Never used to be into fish sauce until we were in Vietnam, and basically they just use it for absolutely everything. Don't be afraid of it, it doesn't ruin the taste. I actually reckon it gives it a really good amount of flavour, but all I do basically is I normally get about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. So I'll just chuck that in with the chili space. There we go here. Hello. It's up to you how much fish sauce you want. Maybe starting a lighter amount. And then yeah, basically what I do, it's another thing I learned in Vietnam, is just chop your bloody herbs up, hey, seriously. Chop them up in there. I use scissors for cutting a lot of food now. The old traditional knife. So yeah, so you just run that through, put a bit of ginger in there, put all your ginger in there, and your garlic too. And then what you do, you just sort of give that a bit of a mix around. Never thought I'd be making a bloody cooking video. But here we are, look, you've got to try things a few times. I might even just put a touch of filtered water in there, just to give it a little bit. So now it's just turning into a little bit of a paste. One thing I did forget, also you can put a little bit of sugar in there. Through the fermentation process, it actually gets eaten up by, I think it's looking for the word, the lactic acid. So it all gets eaten up. So you're not going to put on any weight eating this stuff. It actually potentially will help you lose weight. And that's what happens when your gut flora cleans out. So yeah, so mix it all around like that. Just going to get my bowls. Then all you do is just, this is drained out, chuck it in there, chuck it in there, and then you always keep your hands clean so no bacteria gets in it. And then yeah, basically, chuck that in there like that. Oh, I love the smell of it, the fish sauce and the chili. It's bloody good. So mixing that around, you can get your bloody hands in there if you wash them nicely. You just keep mixing it basically. Mix it until the chili flakes, the chili powder has gone around. So look, I like to get my hands dirty when I'm cooking. I'm not going to lie, I like to use my hands to eat my food too. Not just fish and chips, but a lot of things. I've even been known to eat my curry with my hands after travelling around India. If they can do it, I can too. That's my theory. So mixing it in, you can sort of tell, I like mine's chili to be a little bit darker than that. I do like my spice, so I'm just going to go to town on this. The last one was pretty, this is the last one, it's almost at the end now. Yeah, have a smell. Oh, bloody good. Look at that. That's probably about 3 weeks old. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So Mix it in there. I know this is a long video, but hey, look, you're going to learn something good out of it. Plus, you get to listen to myself. Mixing it all around, boom. Just like that. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good now, I reckon. Just a little bit more colour in there. Look at that. Oh man, I might just go for a little bit more fish sauce. Yeah, why not? But yeah, each time you do it, you just it's just practice. Like you might put in a bit more ginger, you might there's too much garlic in there for that one. And you just remember each time you sort of make your kimchi, you just sort of tweak it and remember how you made it last time. And sort of find the flavour that you like. There's lots of other things that you can stick in it as well. But just play around, just ferment it, get it on the go. So what I'm actually going to do now is, I learned this trick from a book that I read, the missus bought me. I'm going to just stick all the kimchi in this container. Shouldn't really be using my fingers, but hey. And I just want to keep some of the juices in this batch basically, because what that will do is it will sort of, make it a mess here, leave some of the juice in there, because that's already got that bacteria in there, and what that will do is that will just bloody kickstart this next one really. God, I'm going to eat some of that, why not? Not a bad brew that one. Really good. Anyway, so the idea of it now is just to get that kimchi in this jar. You want to pack it down as hard as you can, basically. But pack it in. It's amazing how much you can fit in. And it looks like I've got so much in here that I'm probably not going to be able to fit it all in here. Maybe I'll give some to the neighbours, I don't know. Pack it right down, and the idea of this is to basically pack it down so all the juice comes to the top. You want it sort of covering the stuff. Pack it right in there, make it a good one. So I'll just show you. That's what it looks like now. So I reckon it looks quite beautiful, to be honest. You got the juice on the top there. I'd almost drink that, to be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the old bacteria from the old one will help make this a stronger brew, basically. So that's basically that. I might actually tip some of that in here. I have noticed, like when you're brewing as well, this is going to, what happens is when it's fermenting, it's going to start bubbling, and you'll notice that if you don't have an airtight jar or one that's screwed on, it will actually leak out. So what I normally do is get like a big dinner plate and just stick it on like that, and you basically just leave that in your room. You leave it in your house for 5 days, let it ferment. Man, you can taste it every day if you want, just to see how the flavours change. But yeah, after 5 days, stick it in your fridge, and it should bloody last for 3 months, really, maybe even longer. Don't quote me on that though, but that is the process to the kimchi. That is a full new kimchi. Every day I'll just come in and I'll just I'll see all the juices leaked out. I'll just open it to let some of the air and the gas or whatever the hell's going on in there. But that's how you take care of your stomach. It's a cheap form of probiotic. It's really good for you. It's good for inflammation, weight loss, just basically even healing your mental health, to be honest. As I said, the gut is linked to mental disorders. All the information's coming out now. So that's why I wanted to share this stuff, because I know in this day and age, with all the bloody takeaways and crap in the fridge and just basically supermarket food, it's just so processed and modified these days that a lot of us are out of balance. And I've seen it before when people take care and heal their gut, their anxiety, depression goes away, they're feeling good, their energy is uplifting. And blah blah blah. So anyway, I've held you up for probably 20 minutes now by the time I cut this all up. Yeah, I hope everyone's alright out there. If you have any questions about making the kimchi, ask me, don't be afraid. We're all in this together. And I'm looking forward to actually learning how to ferment some more foods as well. But yeah, take it easy. This is me signing out. Actually, I might check in a couple more days. I'll show you the kimchi. But yeah, take it easy. Ka kite. Kia ora everyone, it's Ko again. Just here to show you the last results of the kimchi. Very happy with the flavours. But yeah, I'll just flick this camera around if I can, which I can't. So that's all G. Give me a sec. Yeah, so this is the kimchi here. As you can see, she's just looking absolutely nice, getting fermented. I actually had enough to do another one there, so that's pretty cool. I'm just going to open that up there. Yeah, that's the end result. So you've got the old fermented kimchi, got the chives, got some springies in there, the garlic, the ginger, the fish sauce, and the Korean chili spice as well. So yeah, if you want a good cheap probiotic or prebiotic, that is the way forward. That probably cost me about, I don't know, $10, $11 to make, if that, and that will last me for a few weeks. Should only if you don't eat it much, I would probably only have like a tablespoon a day, because you can have like what's called like a yeast die-off in your stomach. So you put in way too much like new bacteria in your stomach. It causes the bad bacteria to die, and too much of it, and it can actually make you a little bit sick. So just have a spoonful a day, or put some on your eggs on toast, or even just like eat it like it's medicine. And that should keep your gut nice and healthy, as long as you're doing other things and not just raping it with heaps of junk food and all that sort of jazz as well. But look, I made this video to share. As I said, Steph with her yoga, she's making some videos at the moment, trying to stay busy and keep the mental space nice and clean and healthy and happy, and still feel like we've got a bit of a purpose sitting around at home. So look, if I can help one person by doing this video, I feel like I've succeeded. That's all I want to do it for, is just to try to help people. So yeah, hopefully this does help someone. I'd love to see your end results. So anyone that makes it, send me a message on Facebook or YouTube or wherever this is going to be. I'd love to see what you think about your own kimchi. So yeah, take it easy, and maybe I'll make another video on something one day in regards to the kitchen. Anyway, this is Cole's Kitchen. Take it easy.